Konnichiwa, Minisan.
Hello and welcome to Famicast 278, the TGS 2024 special. That's right, this is the episode of the show where we're going to be wrapping up TGS, telling you guys all our kind of final impressions from the floor. I'm Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined by Ty Sugar.
I didn't go to TGS. No, I did. I did.
Perfect. What's going on, Ty?
I may have even played some video games.
Maybe. That's the rumor, at least. But we survived. We're here. Unfortunately, James did not survive. He's actually
he fucking died.
Yeah, he's feeling a little bit sick. Caught the, Evo has Evola, TGS has T-Jola. I would say the T virus, but that's just Anyways, we're also joined by Genki.
Oh, hey guys. Thanks for having me this week. And yeah, it was fun going to TGS with you guys this year, and looking forward to talking about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming on, man. It was definitely fun getting to meet up on the show floor and chat and like all this type of stuff. That was great. We played I know we all played a lot of different stuff on the show floor. Genki went like every freaking day. God bless him.
I'm knackered.
yeah. But are you recovering, man? You starting to feel a little bit like yourself, or are you still kind of worn out?
Not yet. Yeah, hopefully soon. Maybe hopefully by this weekend, because I got work this week, so hopefully by this weekend I can rest up properly.
Sure. Cool. Well, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I will just say right off the bat, I did originally plan on talking about The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom with JC. I didn't pick up the game until Monday, and I've only played for about an hour. I know JC's played, I think he said about 4 or 5. And so one little tip that James wanted to share with you guys as well. If you want to, within the first 10 days of a Switch release, if you want to check out your own gameplay time, because you can't do that. If you have multiple profiles on your Switch, you can add the profile that you want to see your time. And then if you go to the trending tab, you can see your user account, and then you can see how many hours you play. It's kind of like a workaround there. You could have if you have a Japanese account, there's an actual app where you can keep track of it. It's ridiculous they don't have that everywhere. But anyways, I know James kind of wanted to share it with you. I think it's a cool tip. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get things kicked off with some TGS talk. Here we go. And Genki, I think you're going to be first up here, man. How about we talk about some Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater?
Oh yeah, sure. So I got to check out Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater at TGS. Did any of you guys get to try it?
I did not, but I got the hat.
I got the hat. Okay, nice.
from the booth, which is kind of cool alligator type of thing. I can't see anything now, and actually, Ty's got one too.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one second.
Okay, Genki's gonna go find his. While Genki's kind of looking for his here really quick, Ty, you're okay. This is getting annoying. Ty, you're obviously familiar with Metal Gear Solid 3. It's one of your favorite Metal Gear Solid games, right?
Yeah, it is my favorite game. Metal Gear game.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most people's favorite.
Yeah, I played it on the 3DS back in the day at TGS, whenever that was, and I am terrible at Metal Gear Solid games. So yeah, Genki looks like he found his too.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're listening to the audio version, we got like some kind of like these little cutout alligator like hats that they were passing out at the booths and stuff like that. Awesome, we all got them. So, yeah, what a bunch of nerds. But Genki, how about you tell us a little bit about the demo and like what you played?
Oh yeah, sure. So so I got to try it out, and it was quite a popular game there because like every day the tickets ran out, and on the public days it was like a mad like zombie rush to try and get the tickets for the line.
Right.
And yeah, I managed to get a ticket to try it out, and yeah, I was quite impressed with the game. It does resemble the original quite a lot. Like the environments are exactly the same and the maps, but just the graphics are like a lot better. Like they're like crazy good. It is running in Unreal Engine 5.
Hmm.
So yeah, the graphics have been improved a lot, and yeah, at the demo they like put you in this room, and it's like they're trying to replicate the cargo bay of the cargo plane, and it's like a dark room, and everyone's sitting on these benches side to side, and then there's just this TV, and then you watch the opening cutscenes for like 20 minutes. And they're just
The classic Metal Gear experience.
Right.
like they show the cutscene and the slides, you know, when he's explaining the mission. And then you can go into the demo area, and the demo area was quite cool. It was like decorated like a jungle, had like all these leaves and vines and like stuff around there. But yeah, playing the game was cool. The graphics were really impressive, like how they've improved it. The environments are exactly the same as the original, but just the graphics and the textures and the details, like on the leaves and the foliage and stuff, it's really impressive. So yeah, I quite enjoyed playing the game, and the controls have been modernized. You can like aim and walk at the same time, and yeah, the cameras, you can control the camera freely as well. And yeah, the animations look really good in Unreal Engine 5. So I was really impressed with that. It still feels like the old game because it's a bit slow as well. Like, but they've made the controls a bit closer to like Metal Gear Solid 5. So yeah, they've modernized it a lot, and yeah, like I enjoyed the demo a lot. Like you can sneak up behind enemies, and when you grab them, it has all the button prompts on the screen, like the different actions you can do, like interrogate, or you can kill them, or you can choke them. And yeah, the demo is just the first part of the game, like the Sokolov mission, or it's called the Virtuous mission, where you have to go and rescue that scientist, the Sokolov, who's making the like weapon thing. And yeah, you can go up to where he's at his little he's like a base or something. And then once you get to that door, that's where the demo ends. So it's just like a really short demo, but you can do a lot. Like there's a lot of sneaking to do. You can find like these new collectibles. There's like these little ducks. I think they're called like Gakko ducks or something that you can shoot, and that's new. They also have the frogs that were in the original game, collectible frogs, and you can also like change camouflage on the go by pressing up on the D-pad, so you don't have to go into the menu.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's a good quality of life thing as well. And there's also they added an extra item, which is a compass. So if you get lost, it'll point you in like the general direction where you have to go. That's also new to the game. And yeah, I think just the controls, it just controls a lot better and just looks a lot better. But the cutscenes are the same. And yeah, I shot some alligators, shot some snakes, stabbed some rats, and yeah, it's the same as the original. They just like disintegrate and turn into like a ration or some like food or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, when you can zoom in at the same time, like you press R1 and like it zooms in on the cutscenes. Yeah, it's the same as the original. So they kept it really true to the original. But just added lots of new quality of life features and a much better graphics. But yeah, it's really impressive, and yeah, I can't wait to play the final game.
Cool.
Sick.
Cool.
So yeah, I think Ty, you'll like it if you're a fan of the original. It'll just remind you of the original, but with better graphics.
Cool. I wonder if it's gonna how many of the original voice actors they're gonna have.
Oh, they said all the voices are the same, so they're using the same audio as the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they did call in some of the voice actors to do some pickup lines, but that's just with the controls. So like when they're explaining the controls to you, they had to do pickup lines for that.
All right.
But everything else is like identical to the original in terms of the voices.
Okay, cool. Neat.
Sorry, I took off my alligator hat. I guess I should have that on too. Solidarity. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it still have the same first aid system? Did you get to try that out?
Oh, I didn't get to that part because that bit's like after when you
Right.
rescue or when you meet Sokolov. But
Okay.
it did have it like in the option, like a menu to do that stuff. But I don't know
Okay.
if the system's changed, like how you apply the different healing items.
All right.
Yeah,
I guess
that'll be
the main
interesting
thing
to see.
the main thing I want to ask is, can you like go to the menu and like spin Snake until he throws up?
Oh, I didn't try that.
Very
Just try-
important feature.
Wow, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's a good feature.
Yeah, I have to try that next time.
Cool. Yeah, Balls has a comment here. I hope they make the ladder climbing sequence even longer.
Oh, it's so good.
Wow.
Extend the ladder. Yeah,
Fingers
but so far
crossed.
what I played, like the levels are exactly the same, like geometry.
Mm.
They're just like been like super up-resed, or like the graphics are just been improved. Yeah, but everything else is like in the exact same place.
Mhm. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and I mean, I wanted to try this out, but then I remembered the last time I tried out a Metal Gear at TGS, and I don't know. I'm bad at those games, and I just don't have fun with them. I don't know what it is about the controls. I just suck. But,
Yeah, it's a game you really have to take at your own pace. It's not super well suited for experiencing at a busy show.
sure. And I mean,
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
maybe you guys can comment on this too. If you've played the game before, it's probably just nice because I mean, you have the experience with it, so it's just like just seeing it with new graphics and stuff like that, which is basically what this is all about. But I mean, for me, like I said, I just played fucking 3DS demo at TGS, and the demo I downloaded on my 3DS years ago too. So it's not that kind of guy, I guess. But
yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing that, Genki. We got a lot of
No
stuff
worries.
to talk about, so let's move on to the next game.
We can remove the gator hats.
Yeah, maybe later. So next up here, this is something that Ty just found on the in the indie section of TGS, and I had no idea this was a thing. But this is a game called Two Strikes. And Ty, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, suppose it's technically a sequel to a game called One Strike.
There it is.
Yes, languishing in indie obscurity, but I did have at least one friend that knew what that was. So it's kind of a very simple fighting game. Like if you've ever seen Footsies, that's the first thing it reminds me of. If you've never seen Footsies, that's fine. So yeah, 2 strikes because you can die in 2 strikes, or actually also 1 if it's a big hit.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a very tense and spacing dependent kind of fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you have to make hard reads, which is maybe my favorite part of fighting games. You have your light strike, your fierce strike. You have like a guard button, but it's actually like a parry button basically.
Yeah.
So if you miss your parry, you have some recovery time and that'll open you up. But if you hit it perfectly, like you basically get to kill the guy for free.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the cool thing about this game, I mean, obviously I'm not like super fighting game guy or anything like Ty or anything like that, but I think the simplicity here is what's the most appealing. I mean, yeah, it's easy to play. I mean, definitely hard to master, especially if you're playing like Ty or something. I mean, me and James had to go, and it was some good back and forth and stuff like that. But Ty was actually playing with the developer, and eventually, I think at one point I told him, like, "Hey man, don't go easy on me." Ty told him, and yeah, he didn't. But there were some really good conversations. Just I was standing right by him, and they were talking about the game and all sorts of different stuff. Ty, was there anything else interesting that he mentioned about this, about like the release and stuff like that?
Let's see. Gonna be crossplay.
Yep.
You can have rollback netcode.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like this guy's side project. He actually works at a big company, I think. But yeah, like the day before, I brought you guys over. Like I talked to a guy from his publisher,
Oh, okay.
and he told me a lot of stuff too about like how they picked it up, and they're like, yeah, we'll get you the resources. We'll get you the rollback and the crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, one thing he mentioned too is that they're putting in a story mode into the game, and just so you guys know too, there are several for the visual style and stuff. If you're listening to the audio version of the show, this is the characters all like in black and white. The backgrounds are kind of a little bit have some color to it, but it's pretty visually striking because when you hit somebody, like red blood comes out. Think like Mad World on the Wii, if you know what that is. Yeah, that kind of really cool artistic aesthetic and stuff like that. Each of the characters, there's a lot of like maybe 8, somewhere between 8 and 10. I don't remember exactly.
I think it was 10.
10, okay. But and they're all based on Japanese historical characters and stuff like that. And the dev was saying like he went out and like tried to make this as historically accurate as you possibly can. Some of there's like kind of like mythical or like legendary type of characters, but yeah, not just trying to make up stuff for the sake of making stuff up like some companies do. but anyways, like he said, there's going to be a story mode in the game too. And, a lot of story games and fighting games are just not good or just lame. Right. But like he said, he's trying to make this one have kind of just a little bit more punch to it and stuff like that. So I don't know. It sounds kind of cool. I'm looking forward to see what that's going to be like. So.
Yeah, the sick acrylic.
Yeah, yeah. But
yeah, you can see the controls. There's like there's basically forward dash, back dash, light attack, heavy attack, and parry.
Yeah, man, I wish I didn't. Okay, the video version of the sticker right now. I didn't even realize that there were stickers he was giving out. Damn, but. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was a really cool find. Obviously, Ty, thanks for having a good eye just to find some cool stuff that we can play
Hell yeah.
at the show.
Well, every year I go to the indie area and I always find my favorite game there.
Right.
I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be there somewhere.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, let's keep the ball rolling here. And next up, Genki, you're on deck again, man. How about some Like a Dragon pirate Yakuza in Hawaii?
Oh yeah, I got to try out the new Like a Dragon game, and it's really like quirky because they got it's like a spin-off game from the Like a Dragon, and it's reusing a lot of assets from the Like a Dragon. What was the latest one? Infinite Wealth, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're like that one's set in Hawaii, and they just thought, okay, we've got Majima. He's a really popular character. Let's make a game with him as the main character. And then it's like, oh, what should we do? I was like, okay, let's. How about he forgets everything and he becomes a pirate? So he loses his memory. Yeah. He gets stranded on this deserted island, and he decides, oh, he's probably like, oh, I have an eye patch. I must be a pirate. And then he like becomes a pirate in this game. So it's quite cool. And the new thing about this game is the combat system. And unlike the main games have moved to more turn-based, but this game is an action combat game.
Cool.
And they've added a jump button for aerial combat, and it's the first time in the series that you could jump in the game. So that's something new about the game. And the combat is really stylish and like fast, and like it's really cool combat. I was really impressed with the animations and how fast and like how cool the animations look. And like you can jump up and juggle the enemies and hit them, and then if you press up on the D-pad, you can transform into what's called there's like 2 modes of fighting. There's the Mad Dog mode, which is his normal form, and then there's a Sea Dog mode, which is his pirate form. And then he turns into like this. Yeah, he wears his hat and he's got a pirate suit on, and he's got these like pirate swords and a pirate gun, and he's got a grappling hook as well. And then he just becomes a pirate, and he's just like slicing up all the enemies as well. So you can change between those two forms at any time when you're fighting. So that was cool. And then the rest of the game just reuses assets from Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth in Hawaii. So you're going around the same town, and some of the mini games are the same, and they have a few new ones. Like in the demo, you could do go-karting. It's called like Dragon Kart or something.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And you could do karaoke, and you could do delivery, like pizza delivery on a bike. So yeah, the game is really wacky, and yeah, there's like musical elements as well. They were performing the musical on the Sega stage, like the voice actor of the game was singing on the Sega stage, which is really cool.
I say, man, it seemed like the whole time I was on the show floor, there was always a big crowd around the Sega booth because someone was always singing and dancing. Not necessarily just this game, but like all of their games had skip those. It's kind of a little bit annoying, honestly, because like you couldn't see the booths that were right in front of it, how much time there was, even to make your way there, because there's just so many people just like chilling out. So it's like, I think logistically, Sega needs to rethink that, I guess. But
yeah, it's true, because they have like their demo area, and then there's a stage, and then the crowd, so it's like in the way. But they were like putting on concerts or like musicals during the stage, like mini concerts and mini musicals during TGS, which is hilarious. And yeah, the one for this game was funny. It was like a pirate musical with the voice actor for Majima, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, the game is I think it's good for like a Dragon fans, and also if you're new to the series, the story isn't really connected to anything, so it's just a bit of fun pirate action game. And I like the combat, so yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out. It's a fun game.
They have some guest appearances by characters. I mean, different Japanese actors and stuff like that as well. Like one guy I noticed right up by two people. One AEW wrestler, Samoa Joe. I'll try to get him pulled up here in the video, but I was just really shocked. It's like, what is Samoa Joe doing in a video game that's not a wrestling game? It's like, that's awesome. Hold on a second, I'll get him pulled up. There's another Japanese comedian. His name is Robert Akiyama. It's like it's part of his group. There was Joe.
Oh yeah, there's Samoa Joe sitting down on this like throne thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there he is. Samoa Joe. But yeah, I was really shocked to see that. And that Robert Akiyama guy, he's hilarious. Like he just has a bunch of just stupid comedian type of things on Japanese TV all the time and stuff. It's pretty great that he's like, seems like he's kind of taking like somewhat of a large role in this game.
Yeah, I think he becomes one of your crew members. You got Majima, who's the captain, and then he's one of your crew members. And there's also like a mini game involving him, and like going to like this host club kind of thing, where he's like trying to find love. So yeah, he'll be a main character in this game. And he's also there's also like live action segments, which also involve him acting in live action as well. Like more comedic little clips in the game. Okay.
He's not like this Robert Akiyama guy. He's not like a small dude, so he always makes jokes about like how he's not a small dude, and it's ridiculous. But,
the director said like they've never had someone with his like body size in the Yakuza series before, so they had to make like a special custom specifications for his model, especially his like upper torso, like chest size.
I mean, meant because Robert Akiyama has similar body size proportions to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a big fucking dude. But that actually, man, it's crazy how that guy can fly in the ring, though. It's nuts. But anyway, that's cool. Like, obviously, later this month here in October, Like a Dragon Kiwami is coming out on the Switch. I really hoped that they would have brought that to TGS, but I get it. I mean, it's an old game, but I'm looking forward to maybe picking that up. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but I think, like a dragon, pirate Yakuza pirate, it looks just crazy. So yeah, anyways.
Yeah, it looks very crazy. Off the chart, crazy Yakuza action.
Yeah. Well, just to get caught up with the chat here, we got some good guys up in here. Lemonade's in there. James was in there for a little bit. Like I said, get well soon, James. Hope you get to feeling better, man. Balls, Lemonade, Hi Tani, hey, Don's in there too. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a good day, night, morning, wherever it is where you guys are. But let's keep on continuing on here. And the next game is something that me and Genki both played. So, and this is Dragon Quest III HD 2D. So, Genki can attest to this as well, but Square Enix, they had a large booth this year, but not quite as large as what their booth was last year. Last year, they went all out with, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, 100 demo units of that, plus other games and stuff like that. So it was just absolutely massive. But for Dragon Quest, it was definitely a little bit more subdued, but it wasn't like tiny by any stretch of the imagination or anything like that. So I got to try the game out. Genki got to try the game out. I tried it out on the Switch. Genki, what platform did you get to play it on?
I played on I think I got a PS5 one.
Okay.
Yeah, PS5.
Okay. So yeah, I, obviously since the channel, the podcast, website, all that stuff, we're all kind of like Nintendo focused. I really wanted to play the game on the Switch. So I'm glad that I did get to play, the Switch version of this. But I think it'll be interesting to hear maybe some differences here. So Genki, I noticed that when I was playing the game, like I did, because in the demo, just to back up here for a minute, there were 4 choices that you had. You can do like basically start from the beginning of the game. You could do the monster arena, like a new addition to the game. You could do a dungeon, or you can just explore the world. I wanted just to explore the world because I just wanted to see how the game ran on the Switch. And the starting city that you're in, it has like this fountain like outside of the building, the initial building that you're in. And I noticed that when I was walking around that, because it's like a spouting fountain, water's coming out and stuff like that, and I think the effects, all that stuff, look actually really, really fantastic. But when I was around that section, I noticed that the game was chugging a little bit, and I didn't know if that was just the Switch or not. Like, Genki, did you run into any issues like that when you were playing?
No, I think on the PlayStation it was quite smooth.
Okay.
And the frame rate was quite stable. So
I
think probably like the hardware. Because I think on the PS5 it goes up to 4K, but the Switch one is of course it's the 1080 probably the max.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, like it wasn't like horrible, but it was just something that I definitely noticed. But yeah, I mean, for me, like I said, I was just kind of exploring the world a bit, so kind of soaking in the visual style and like all that type of stuff. I did like run into some kind of mini dungeon or something, so I did get to fight some battles and stuff like that. I thought that the enemies looked pretty good, animate really nicely. Some people, because I made like a video of like impressions and also of kind of like the booth and stuff like that that's on the YouTube channel, and some people were saying something like, what the heck were they saying? Oh my God. Okay. I'm kind of looking at the chat over here and then I kind of just lost my train of thought. Okay. God, I totally lost it. Great. Genki, any other takeaways you have from the demo, your time with the game?
Oh yeah, I was just impressed with the graphics, like how I think it's like the best example of like the HD 2D I've seen so far. Like they had these like depth of field effects around the edges, and the environments where it looked very smooth, and like you could run in multiple directions using your character, and like the sprite work looked quite good. So I think I'm just really impressed with the visuals overall. How it's like recreating. It still feels like the same old game in terms of the way it transitions between areas, and it makes the sound effects are quite like taken from the original. But yeah, I was just impressed with the visuals overall.
Okay. It came back to me, man. Somebody like left a comment, said like, I don't like the character models. I think they're too tall, or like too big. And it's like, well, I mean, they're obviously bigger and a little bit more detailed than what they would have been on, Famicom or, NES. And, but I think that affords like more detail, more things that they can do. And I like that. So I don't have a problem with that. Some people might, I don't care. Don in the chat has a couple of things to say about Dragon Quest. He actually got to play the game at Gamescom, and he said he mostly played it in handheld mode on the Switch, and it runs 30 frames a second on the Switch, which you kind of notice, but it's not bad at all. So yeah, I get that. And yeah, Don also said that he loves the characters. stuff like that. When you get to change to different classes and stuff like that, something I guess you couldn't do in the original. Hightown also said that he's looking forward to that, to this game too. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence if I'm going to pick it up yet. I mean, I'm planning on it. It just kind of depends on what I'm playing. Genki, I mean, I know you play a lot of games and stuff too. Is this something that you'll pick up, or is this kind of like wait and see, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. Hopefully by then. I know this month is quite busy for games,
Sure.
but hopefully by next month I'm a bit more free and I can finish this one. But because I haven't played the original, so yeah, I was looking forward to this one. But yeah, hopefully I have time to play it.
Sure. I mean, me too. I think that's why I was so interested in like Live Alive. Actually, Genki and I went to the Live Alive concert at the end of August, which is absolutely awesome, by the way. But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that Square Enix is going back to older games and redoing them, because obviously not everyone had a chance to play these back in the day. So I think breathing life into this with this new engine is really awesome. A really good way just to get these games back out in a more modern, with a more modern coat of paint. So yeah, well, let's keep moving on. And next, Ty, this is something that I think is absolutely in your wheelhouse. So let's talk a little bit about Guilty Gear Strive, Nintendo Switch Edition.
Guilty Gear Strive, Nintendo Switch Edition. Yeah, this got on my radar because one of my fighting game friends said, "Hey, these guys are actually really good at porting to shitty hardware, so you should check it out." So I'm like, okay. Damn, all right. So yeah, this is something I went and checked out on the first day.
Mhm.
And yes, it's a fully functional Guilty Gear Strive with like amazing animation. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if you've like seen this game in person before, but the animation is spectacular. Like you know, people look at like some of the scenes and stuff, say, wow, this is like hand-drawn anime. It's like, no, it's not. It's 3D models.
Yeah.
And they look at you and say you're full of shit, but it's true.
Yeah. Like I got to play this game at the show too. Genki, have you played Guilty Gear Strive, or did you try this out at the show?
Oh no, I haven't played it, but yeah, the art style. I know the Arc system are really good at making like that 3D. The characters look like anime or look like 2D, like with the Dragon Ball game as well. And this one, is really impressive. Yeah, I heard like the frame rate was really good in this as well. Like, but I'm not sure. What did it run? How did it run?
It felt the same to me. I don't know if it's actually the same. It's a little hard to judge because like the way the animation works in this game, it's not it like, you know, it is like animation happens in a sequence of frames rather than like a smooth 3D animation. So it's actually hard to tell if it's running at 30 or 60. I don't know if it is or not. It certainly felt like 60. Like it felt just like playing it on, you know, Xbox or PC or whatever. The edges of the models look like a little like rough, but like that was it. You don't really notice it too much like when you're actually playing.
Right. And yeah, I would say that too. I mean, just kind of to echo what Titus said, it did feel like 60 to me. Regardless, it played smoothly. And again, like Ty said too, you can see where they had to kind of kick the game down a little bit visually, because you will see you could just tell that like, okay, this would look sharper on more powerful hardware, but it's not bad, you know. And I think developers, when they try hard enough, they can make something look good enough on a Switch and, you know, run really well. I mean, I think prioritizing frame rates a lot more important than worrying about just getting good graphics, because obviously you can make a game run like absolute trash, which is not something you want in a fighting game. So but Ty, so this is my first time playing Guilty Gear Strive, and you know, when we're on the show floor too, the producer and one of the other members of the team, they were having like a talk about like all sorts of different stuff, like popular characters in different regions, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that it was kind of crazy. Like I was like looking at the numbers and kind of nerding out.
Right.
You were there like, wow.
Yeah, I was
right,
like, wow, exactly. Who's that character? Right. And
well,
like,
you see, she's a science project, and her husband is this giant key.
makes perfect sense.
Right?
Yeah,
Guilty Gear characters are not normal.
right. And I tried out the most non-normal character, Abba,
Yeah,
the one. It's like one of the most popular
it's
characters
her.
in North America.
Yeah.
Absolutely not popular at all in Japan. But that was the first character I played as, and that was a disaster. I got my ass kicked by the computer. But then I went to Soul, kind of like you've probably seen him in promotional material and stuff like that.
Yeah, the main character guy.
Yeah, and he's pretty good. I still lost it. I'm not good at
Yeah.
fighting games, but it was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun to play.
Yeah, I mean the joke is you can just kind of choose Soul and then just kind of play like a deranged ape.
Yeah,
and get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
You should
I
try
didn't
it if you're new to the game. It's pretty good.
I didn't get away with enough stuff, but I mean, I was playing like a deranged ape, obviously.
Yeah, as opposed to like some of these other characters where like you have to play and like manage a Yu-Gi-Oh deck at the same time, or or the guy with the gun, you actually have to like shoot with a hit scan weapon. It gets complicated real quick.
Hmm.
A good game though. I wonder if they're gonna have like the whole story mode on Switch.
I think they just showed that somewhere in this trailer. Yeah, story mode.
Yeah.
Enjoy the full cinematic story of Guilty Gear Strive. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
So yeah.
Guilty Gear. I'm remembering all the funny advertisements they had when the game came out. Like, there was this great Japanese ad where like all these girls come in and they say, Guilty Gear.
It almost sounds like you're doing a fake or real here, man.
I'll slap it up in the Discord later.
I believe you.
Yeah. So when's it coming out? January 23rd. Let's go.
Yeah. So if you're into fighting games and your primary console is the Switch, or you only play fighting games on the Switch, well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. You
Cool.
can watch the story mode in the comfort of your own bed.
That's right.
You actually don't have to play the game in story mode. It's just a movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
With the in-game assets, yeah, you don't have to play any fucking characters or anything.
Wow. Okay. Wow, I can actually beat the story mode then. Cool.
Yeah, true.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
I'm pretty
Cool,
sure
man.
you can just watch it on YouTube. But
Yeah, probably by now, right? But
yeah.
not on the Switch with lower resolution, I suppose.
Right.
But
that's what I did with Mortal Kombat. Like I watched like the story mode like on my phone or on my PC, and then like when I actually got the game, I just like skip everything. I don't fuck this.
Right. Don quoting me. You only play fighting games on Switch, end quote, is a cursed sentence. Yes, I think
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good luck to you, as James might say. But let's keep moving on here. And the next game that we're going to talk about is Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, which Genki and I both had a chance to play on the show floor. I'm pretty sure we both made appointments with with level 5 beforehand so that we can get kind of like set like a priority area of the booth and actually get some gameplay footage and stuff like that too, which is really nice. The demo itself was 10. You got 10 minutes to play, and I don't think that included cutscenes. There was a counter that was in like the upper right hand side of the screen that was counting down as you were playing, which is almost, honestly, it felt kind of stressful to me because when you're playing something like that, especially when you're starting to like play puzzles and stuff, like that's when it starts getting a little bit annoying with that just kind of like right up in there. But yeah, so Genki, do you have any thoughts about what you played of Layton on the show floor?
Oh yeah, I was impressed by like the graphics and like especially like the character models, the 3D character models. They look quite clean. I was surprised how like clean they looked. And yeah, the levels looked I know they're 3D, but it kind of looked 2D. So
Sure.
like sometimes I would forget it's like 3D game because it just looks 2D. And
Right.
also the way you interact with the levels, it's like point and click,
Right.
but using the controller. So it did feel like 2D like Layton game in a way,
Yeah.
the way it rolls. But I tried the puzzles as well. And I had to use a hint
Me too.
because didn't get it. And and I got to the second puzzle, but like I ran out of time before I could like finish it.
Okay, I only saw the second puzzle on somebody else's gameplay footage up on YouTube because I didn't get there. I took maybe 3 minutes to solve the puzzle, including like the hint. And then, of course, you're always going to get comments on YouTube. It's like, I would have beat that in 20 seconds. It's like, what are you like, okay. I mean, yeah, sure. It's like, oh, yeah, whatever. But it was the first puzzle was a little bit confusing, honestly, because, okay, again, you're on a time limit. And then you just get like this wall of text that's just like, hey, do all this stuff. And like, if you're watching the video version, you can see that right now. If you've already seen the footage that we have up on the channel, you've probably already seen it. But it's like, connect these 3 points at right angles to make an L shape. Wires cannot skip over, what does that say? Connection points. Each wire must intersect with at least one other wire. I think I took wires cannot skip over connection points. I just kind of thought like, okay, wires cannot cross over other wires, even though below it said they must intersect with another wire. And you have to like make 4 L-shaped wires to do this. So like that kind of, yeah. But anyways, the other puzzle, wasn't it with like a mouse and cheese, Genki?
Oh no, I didn't find that one. I found one with the train tracks. It's like a square grid, like a checkerboard grid, but you have to place squares of train tracks, and you can rotate them, and you have to make like a circle or a circuit with the pieces you have. Okay,
I see. Yeah, I didn't even know that was in there. So, yeah, I guess I wonder how many puzzles were in this demo. It's kind of hard to tell. I wish I would have went maybe played it again or something. But Ty, I know that you were at least at one point into the Layton series and stuff like that. Does this interest you at all?
Yeah. It looks fun. I might play it. Sure,
dude. There was a funny cutscene in the game where basically like this ghost comes out and Luke is just like super freaking out. He's like, oh my God, it's like such and such gunman. He's this crazy ghost and stuff like that. And he's like literally like shaking. And Layton's like, this is obviously some kind of, illusion or something like that. Let's fucking go, ghost guy. And like, it's just pretty crazy. Layton, he just doesn't care. It's just like, hey, stay, I got this. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, again, we did get to play just 10 minutes with the game, but I did walk away feeling pretty positive about my experience with the game. The only other Layton game that I played extensively is Miracle Mask on 3DS. When that launched on the 3DS here in Japan, that's how I got started. One of the things I got started with on Nintendo World Report, writing impressions and stuff like that for it. So yeah, I like Layton. At that time, there was no English version. It was just a brand new game in Japanese. So that was quite a lesson in Japanese. Sometimes riddles, God, I mean, I'm bad at riddles in my own native language, let alone trying to do stuff like that in another language. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, it seems like
got the clear file right here.
Oh, nice. I'll put Ty's screen up there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, there were some goodies there too. There was like a keychain that you can get for playing the demo as well, and I got it back behind me somewhere and stuff like that. So yeah, again, I walked away impressed. Genki, final thoughts, man?
Yeah, it felt like a classic Layton. I've only played, I think, the ones on the DS, like quite old ones. But yeah, it seemed quite good. And if you like puzzles and if you like that kind of Layton games, then yeah, I think it's a good new entry.
Cool. All right, well, let's move on. Okay, well, I thought it was the game after this. Anyways, let's move on to the next game, which is a little bit of Sonic. And Genki, why don't you take it away?
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I got to try out the new Sonic X Shadow Generations, and it was really good actually. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I actually didn't know, but it's like 2 separate games in one.
Oh, really?
But that's what I found out. Yeah, I didn't actually realize it when I was playing the demo, but I've heard it like one game is like the classic Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
So it's like a remaster. Or I don't even know if or it's just like they put that one in there as well.
Cut and
then
paste.
yeah, it might just be cut and paste. I don't know if they changed anything, but they've also got the Shadow Generations, which is a brand new game. They said it's almost the same, a bit less than the Sonic Generations, but almost the same length. And in the demo there was a screen kind of like if you played Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Like at the start menu, you can choose which game you're playing. Like there's a start menu, and you could like go left or right to which game. So it has that at the start of the demo. You could choose like the Sonic side or the Shadow side. And I tried the new Shadow levels, and they're quite similar to Sonic Frontiers, the cyberspace stages. So if you played those, then you would feel a bit more familiar with the Sonic controls in this new Sonic game. And I really like how like fast paced the levels are. It's like classic 3D Sonic. Like you're just running and speed and collecting the coins and doing like the homing attacks and grinding. So it's a lot of that with the shadow levels. And I really like the new shadow level designs. It was quite fun, and they have a lot of cool cinematics and cool new enemies to fight as well. So there's this cool bit where you're falling through like the cityscape and the night. And it was really cool. I really enjoyed the shadow levels, and I'm a big fan of Sonic Frontiers. So I think if you like Sonic Frontiers, you'll enjoy this game. And if you like the Sonic Generation games, you could get to play those as well. So it's quite a cool package. It seems like 2 games of 1, and they got these new features like Sonic he has these wings, like these like I don't know, like Sephiroth type wings, like mutant wings, and then you can use that to surf on water. So one stage I was surfing on the water, and he can use that to like also battle enemies. You can see it here if you watch the trailer, those wings. So he can use that to surf, and like he has a bunch of cool new abilities, like he can freeze time as well. And it was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I think fans of Sonic Frontiers will like it a lot. How did you like it, Danny?
Yeah, so I did get to play it as well. I played on PS5. Genki, you also played on PS5, right?
Yeah, I played on PS5 as well.
Yeah, obviously I wanted to play it on the Switch, but again, some booths were doing a thing where it's like you can't choose your platform. It's just luck of the draw. It is what it is, I suppose. But I mean, it's fine. I'm not like a huge Sonic fan. I did enjoy what I played of Frontiers. I really wish I would have played more of it when I got it for Christmas back 2 years ago. But I think it was a really cool idea. It seemed like a more refined kind of Sonic experience. I might have played Sonic Generations at like Tokyo Game Show years ago or something. But I'm still not that familiar with the game. But from what I played of this demo, I mean, it was fun. I did feel like it controlled like a Sonic game, and I mean that in like kind of like a negative way. It's a little bit twitchy with some of the stuff. I did play the shadow levels. I mean, it was fine, but visually it was really cool. I liked that aspect of it. Really, cool, like cityscape, really cool, just visuals and stuff, all that stuff going on. So that was cool. But I mean, it's not something I'm going to pick up, but it looks like if you're a Sonic fan, I think that you'll probably enjoy this. I know Don in the chat said that based on what he played from the shadow side, probably at Gamescom, he said the shadow levels didn't offer much in the way of resistance like the Sonic levels did. And Lemonade says that he liked Sonic Generations when it was new, but I don't know if I would still like it. I mean, again, I think it just depends on like how big of a Sonic fan are you. If you really like Sonic, I mean, I don't think you'll be disappointed, probably. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, like the shadow didn't control as tight as in Sonic Frontiers. So the controls were a bit more, hit and miss, not as precise as Frontiers. So I don't think it's as polished a game as Frontiers, but it was still fun. But I don't think the controls were a bit loose compared to like the newer Sonic game.
Sure. Well, it's kind of a big ask, I'd say. Try to compare it to Frontiers. So I think that's probably the best Sonic game I've played in a really long time. Just really, I mean, so much customization with controls too, so you can kind of tweak how things feel, which is great. And me and Genki were talking like during the show. It's like, I wonder if they're gonna have some kind of level of tweaking for the controls, but it's kind of, we don't know. So, but Anyway, that's Sonic. Yeah, if you're into Sonic, go for it, man. Probably gonna enjoy it. So, all right. Well, the next game is something that no one ever would have guessed would even have been at TGS, even Ty, but he found it. And Ty, do you want to tell us about this next game?
Wow.
Oh, let me look at the. Oh, yes, this game. I saw this the first day when I was doing my walkthrough, and I got a chance to talk to somebody about it in English, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to come back and check this out later. This is called, as far as we could tell, Pia, a Korean name. It's a landmine disarmament game.
Yes. Yes, that's
Yep.
right, folks.
So you know me. I always have to go down to the indie area and find like the weirdest game I can find.
Korean.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Yes. But they did have multiple languages in the setup they had.
Right.
So I was told this game is developed by like the son of a Korean War veteran.
Oh.
Or grandson, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
And he wanted to basically recreate the experience of disarming a live fucking landmine that you're stepped on.
Yeah, one of the things around the booth said like, so you stepped on a landmine, what do you do? So it's
Panic.
like, well, yeah, panic and die is what I would probably do.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, again, to just so you guys know, this is on PC. Apparently this is also on mobile. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know. But tell us a little about the PC setup, because it's quite interesting.
Okay, yeah. So mouse, keyboard, and foot pedal.
Hmm.
Possibly from a drum kit setup. I don't know.
Okay, because I was going to ask, like, what would they use this for? Okay.
Right. So, you may have seen if you're watching the video version, you go forward through. It's just like this linear track, and when you step on the mine, you have to react. You have to press S, and you have to press the foot pedal down together. And so this is actually important because you have to keep S held down the entire time you're playing, or disarming the mine rather. And you'll have to use your mouse for things. So that means you have to use all the other functions with the same hand you're holding your S key down on.
Mm-hmm.
So what the game actually becomes is like Hand Twister.
Yeah.
And I kind of love it.
Yeah. I was just standing behind Ty as he was playing, and first I was thinking, if anybody can beat this demo, it's going to be Ty or game or what. I don't know if it was the full game or me and Ty were kind of talking too. It's like, was this just a chunk of the game?
Yeah.
We're still not entirely clear.
I saw somewhere, or somebody told me, like, this is just like one scene of the game.
Okay.
So there may be multiple scenarios. Like, stuff will actually interrupt you while you're doing this. So you have to, you have like these little QTEs kind of. Well, usually like you have to turn off your flashlight, or you have to bandage yourself because like a wild boar came up and bit your ass while you're on this landmine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a very unique game.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think when we were on the show floor, I think we just got done playing Two Strikes, and Ty's like, "Yo, you want to see this landmine disarmament simulator?" I was like, "Wait, what did you just say? What are the words that just came out of your mouth?"
Right.
Like,
I like to spring totally normal video games on you guys.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah, so this game slaps. I think they said it's gonna be out like in a couple months, maybe like December or something.
Okay.
And it's gonna be free.
Oh, cool.
It's a free game. You can just I don't know if they have a Steam page yet. I think they do.
Okay. I might have just missed it.
Maybe I'm just thinking of Two Strikes, but yeah, you'll be able to get it for free on Steam.
Lemonade's comment here on this, it's like, this seems like a great game for Ty. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, just hit me with like the most unusual video game you've ever seen in your life, and I'm down.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah. Anyways, it was fun just like watching Ty do this. I think you only like when you first started out, it was just kind of weird, because you're probably just getting
Yeah,
used to the
you have to.
controls.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Mostly just keep your S key down and respond to the QTEs.
Right.
Then
Right.
besides that, you can kind of take the game at your own pace. But like your hand might get tired of like just holding that fucking key down and like twisting your hand around to press all the other stuff you're supposed to.
Right. Yeah. That's as I was watching you play, like I felt like my hands are cramping up just watching you. It's like, geez, man, like going like, this and then putting, with your same hand and you're doing the mouse and like, I couldn't do it, man. And the freaking pedal too. So it's like, yeah, it's nuts.
Well, I mean, you don't really have to think about the pedal. You can just stay on it.
I suppose. So,
I mean, in this situation, maybe there's things where you have to take your foot off, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, because okay. Now that you mentioned it earlier before too, man. It's like I could have sworn maybe even in the intro of the game, it sounded like you said, it's a chapter of it. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, interesting concept for a game. The price is right too, free.
Hell yeah.
Look forward to that. If it does indeed come out in December, hopefully it does. So.
Yep.
Cool. Well, next up, this is something that me and Genki played, and this is Fantasian Neo Dimension. And Genki, do you want to kick us off here talking a little bit about this?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so I got to try the Fantasian, which is the new. It was on iOS before, and now it's been ported to consoles and to PC. So they've added voice acting and they've adjusted the controls to suit consoles as well. And like they've added some quality of life features, like you can. I think the walking speed is a bit faster than on mobile, and and I think they added some new things with like the map and stuff as well. But it was it was quite fun. I like the battle system, and the game's really hard as well because I got to the boss and I died a lot. But they have this cool system like it's random encounters. But if you don't want to like keep battling, you can use this. I think it's called this one, Dimension or something.
Yeah.
It's like a mix between Dimension and Dungeon. And like you collect all the random encounters, you save them up into like a bank, and then you just battle all the enemies at once. So instead of like loads of random encounters, you just do one massive battle where you're battling all these enemies. And some of the battles can take quite long because you got like tons and tons of enemies at once to battle. But it's quite interesting, and yeah, I like there's like this target line system, which was quite cool. And yeah, I played on the Switch, and it seemed to run quite well on the Switch. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed it, and it's like a traditional JRPG, but yeah, it seems fun.
Yeah, I got to play on Steam Deck. It was the first time I ever played a Steam Deck ever in my life. So I mean, obviously, yeah, things look quite sharp, quite nice on that thing, and actually, that's a pretty nice little system. Yeah, I can't justify dropping down the dough on something like that, but yeah, it ran super great on that thing. It looked fantastic. I do like the battle system, like Genki said. I do like the ability to kind of just ignore the enemies for a little bit and just kind of come back. Man, I was getting kind of annoyed at the person kind of explaining things. There were like two Chinese guys. They're right with me. Right, they came to the demo stations at the same time. They spoke English, so they had one of their English staff just like kind of like over explaining stuff, and I was just like, I kind of just want to play. Like I was fighting the battles because I just wanted to fight the battles, and she's like, yeah, you can just like skip these and do this later. And I was like, well, I know. And then like, because if you once you reach your limit of like 30 enemies that are in this dimension, then you have to like fight them all. So I was thinking like, well, I don't want to have to fight 30 of these guys like at the same time. I was just kind of fighting them a little bit at a time and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought the battle system was fun, so that didn't bother me, just being able to fight them. I didn't get to the boss. I think I just left. It was getting pretty late. And I was trying to like play something else or maybe meet up with Genki or something. But yeah, I thought it was cool. Not like underwhelmed, but I wasn't as keen on it as I thought I would be. But who knows? And I mean, it's coming out like December 5th on the Switch and PS5 and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a time when I probably already have my holiday games. So it's like, I don't know. But I'll read out Lemonade's comment here because this is something that I would like as well. I just want Miss Walker to release The Last Story. Yeah, man. I played that on the Wii back in the day. Again, that's like one of the early games I played. Maybe the first game I ever wrote about for Nintendo World Report. Fantastic game. I think I ended up writing like several sets of impressions for it. It was just really cool, really well put together game. Yeah, it would be cool to see that get some kind of a remaster. We'll see. But so I guess final word on this game, Genki. Is this something you'll pick up, or just kind of maybe just like, it's cool, but
Oh yeah, I want to pick it up because I've been looking at it for a long time and I didn't want to play it on mobile.
Sure.
So yeah, I will be picking it up when it comes out and yeah, just trying it out. But yeah, it does seem like a traditional classic turn-based game, like Final Fantasy type game. It even has like the same kind of magic system as like classic Final Fantasy with like holy and fire, ice, and the elemental weaknesses and stuff. So, but yeah, I'll try it out.
They did announce like within the past couple of days that they're going to have like guest music from the different Final Fantasies and stuff, right? Different like Square Enix series and stuff, which is kind of cool. You can like choose or something like that.
Yeah. In the battles, there's an option where you can choose music from different Final Fantasy games, such as Final Fantasy VII Remake or Final Fantasy 14. So
okay.
yeah, that was a cool feature for Final Fantasy fans. You can like change up the music in the battles.
Yeah, Don also mentioned in the chat that I mean there was controller support with the iOS and Mac and Apple TV versions of the game and stuff like that. I mean, if you're heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem of stuff, you might as well. Well, if you have Apple Arcade, then it's like, well, you should just play this on that. You probably have a controller that you can hook up to your Mac or phone or something if you want to. But yeah, anyways, there are other options too. So. All right, well, let's keep the ball rolling here, and oh boy, it's my turn. So next up, let's talk some baseball.
Oh yeah, I love baseball.
Yeah. So one of my most anticipated games of the year, Pro Yakyū Spirits 2024-2025, was at Tokyo Game Show. This is a Japanese licensed baseball game. I'm not going to talk about this for super long because I talked about it for a long time elsewhere, but I was chatting with like the Konami PR people before going to TGS, trying to set some stuff up beforehand, like maybe trying to interview some devs. It just didn't kind of work out. At least couldn't do it at the show. Maybe something I can do later on. But what this is, again, sim style baseball, realistic looking baseball as well. Konami did a lot of work redoing their engine for PlayStation 5 for this. They made their own engine, kind of like in tandem with Unreal. They call it the eBaseball engine. Super realistic looking character models and stuff like that. Really great like rain effects and stuff that you can see in the game as well. All these trailers too have like not so much gameplay, a lot of interviews with actual players. That's kind of annoying. But the cool thing about this game too, they have really, really good animations, I think, for the players and stuff like that. I watch a lot of Japanese baseball, so I see a lot of these and I could recognize like, oh, okay, that's spot on, like how they did that. Or, like, this stadium is absolutely fantastic. It's great. The lighting is good in this way, and blah, blah, blah. They also did a lot of work with the sound design and stuff like that too, because, if you go to like a stadium, sound can be quite different when you're playing outside versus playing in a stadium, rain and stuff like that too. There's really a lot of good attention to detail in this game. So yeah, this was originally supposed to come out last month, like towards maybe like the 18th or something of September, but I got pushed back a month because they wanted to kind of make sure that they can polish the game up as much as they possibly can. Again, when I played it at the show floor, I thought it was pretty good. I did notice that some of the animations could be a little bit jerky sometimes, which is a little disappointing, but they got some time to kind of fix that. So we'll see how it goes. but yeah, like I said, I don't want to talk about this too long. If you do want to, see some more about this, I did put up some impressions on the YouTube channel. I have some written impressions up on the website as well. So if you're interested in baseball, you got it. And I'll be picking this game up. I just pre-ordered it the other day. I'll be doing some gameplay and a review about that sometime later this month. So any of you guys check out baseball at the show floor?
Nope.
I know.
Did they have any other sports games? I don't think they had many sports games.
No, they had like a trailer running for eFootball.
Oh, okay.
But
At the
people,
Sega,
a lot of people say that game sucks.
Didn't I see a Power Pro mascot on the show floor, or
Yep.
was that a fever dream?
Nope, that's real, because both series, Power Pro Baseball, and Pro Spirits.
Right?
Yeah, Power Pro Kun was there. It's the 30th anniversary of Power Pro Baseball. I think they might have had that game at like the family area or something. That's been out since July. But yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, it's cool. Big old Shohei Ohtani stuff. There's also a new MLB baseball game announced, like MLB Pro Spirit for mobile. I was like, oh man. But
what was that one on? The one you played? Is it on Switch or PS5?
No. PS5. So only really? PlayStation 5 and only PlayStation 5 and Steam.
Okay.
So So I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm really looking forward to it. So look forward to some more talk about that. Probably not on the podcast because I don't want to bore so many of you guys, mainly James. But Don confirms. He said, "Oh, eFootball does suck. Since they lost the European licenses, the entire football world is just EA owned." Oh,
that's true.
But all right, well, moving on here. Genki, this is another game that you played, and this is Phantom Blade Zero.
Oh yeah, I got to try out Phantom Blade Zero, which is a new game from Chinese developer S Game. And it's like a really cool game. It kind of looks like Too Good to Be True because it has this really smooth like martial arts combat, and it looks really cinematic. And apparently they got like movie directors, like Hong Kong martial arts film movie directors to like choreograph the fight animations. And it actually plays really good as well. So it's like a fast-paced action game, but it kind of it does look a bit like Souls in terms of the way you go around the levels and stuff, but the combat is very different to like a Souls game because it's much more fast and frenetic. I was basically just like it's a bit like button mashy because like everything's so fast, like the animation and the combat so fast, and you have to like parry and block and a lot of movements. And yeah, the graphics were really impressive. And yeah, the combat, like you could have you have your main sword or like a double sword, and you have like these sub weapons. It's like a arm cannon and like a flamethrower and the bow and arrow. And yeah, it's like one-on-one combat kind of like I think it's a bit like it did play a bit like Stellar Blade, like that one-on-one combat in the battles between you and the boss, and but a bit faster. So it's a bit more fast-paced, a bit similar to like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. So it's kind of in between those two, I would say, in terms of its speed. And yeah, the cinematics were really awesome. The environments and the exploration was a bit basic. They just had like these pots in the environments that you could smash. But apart from that, there wasn't much to interact with in the environments. So it's more like a boss rush mode for this demo. And the game's still in early development, but like, yeah, I was really impressed by the animations and the combat. It feels really good and fun and fast paced. And it was just like mashing the controller, like block, 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 and stuff. And they got these really cool animations. Yeah, this guy, he has this spinning thing, and he just throws up in the air and it comes down on your head and he just rips your head off.
Oh boy.
At the start of the battle. So you have to dodge that, and then you have to start battling him. And like, yeah, the animations are really cool, and it's a really fast paced action game. So I was really impressed by this game, the gameplay and the action. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But it seems like it's still early in development. They still don't have a release date. It could be like even 2026 game.
Oof,
so yeah, it seems like they didn't have much developed. There was no pause menu. That it was just like a boss rush. Like they just you just got teleported to 3 different boss levels.
Mhm.
And yeah, they gave you a stamp for each boss you beat. So I managed to beat all the bosses, and I got 3 stamps, and they give
cool.
you like this little stamp book, which is like a cool touch. But yeah, I was impressed by the game overall.
Cool. I mean, it looks visually striking, looks really cool. And PS5, right?
Yeah, PS5. It's on probably PC as well. But yeah, just PS5 and PC. And yeah, it was running on the PlayStation 5s at the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, very, very cool. Looks very impressive, that's for sure. So, all right. Well, moving on, let's pass things over to Todd, because there was another Arc System Works game that
Hell yeah.
we're going to talk about.
Hell yeah. These are the first 2 games I played at the show. So the second game I played at the show was Double Dragon Revive. Now, I don't know if I call myself a huge fan of Double Dragon, but I am a huge fan of Double Dragon Neon and Double Dragon Advance. Those are both amazing games. So, I rolled up to this game. I expected to like it, but I actually loved it. Is there...
Oh wow.
Yeah, this game is sick. Actually,
is it a remake or is it like a new Double Dragon game?
It feels like a remake. Like it actually has voice acting and stuff, and like a Bobo comes out, it's like, you guys must be the Lee twins. So I'm like, okay, this is like a remake or a reboot or whatever. Basically a whole new story.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this demo, you could play as either Billy or Jimmy, and they're a little bit different. Like the way the UI was set up kind of implied to me there are more characters you can get.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but that was my hunch. So yeah, maybe you'll be able to play as the bosses after you beat them or something. I don't know. So in the demo, they had like a really long first level and a first boss, and so on the first day, I played like just straight through from the beginning. And I hit like the 10-minute time limit or whatever that is set before I got to the boss. I'm like, okay. So it does play like kind of a locked camera side view beat 'em up game, but you can actually kind of interact with enemies in 360 degrees, and they can like face you directly instead of like walking sideways like a real ass video game character. But the way it plays actually feels very good. It doesn't feel awkward at all. There are a lot of interactables in the environment. Yeah, so like you can, stuff dudes in dumpsters and like parkour over stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah. Balls asking, not on Switch. Yeah, not as far as I know.
Yeah, I think it's just more more powerful stuff. PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and then I can't see that Steam
comes on next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, next year. So it's a thing I would like half expect to come out on like the Switch successor, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the game is sick. I love it. I came back the second day and went right to the boss to try to beat him. It was pretty good. You have to use your head a little bit. The boss fights are actually kind of long. Yeah, and you have to basically figure out what their trick is. The trick to this one, the first boss, is blocking, by the way.
Yeah, actually, when I met up, because I was like texting, got the guys throughout the show and stuff like that. When I first met up with Ty on the first day, like he's like, "Yo, I'm over playing, I'm over at Arc System Works," and then I found him. While he was playing this. Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's sick. It feels very good to play. I'm really looking forward to playing this game.
Cool.
Is it 2-player as well?
I don't know.
Seems like that would be something they would have.
It does seem like it, yeah,
Right.
but I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder. Yeah. Double Dragon 1 infamously like one player or two player alternating. Uh
Oh.
yeah.
Hopefully they
So
don't like dig that deep. It's like, let's
yeah,
make it exactly like the NES version, just with better graphics and this
nice.
really
Yeah.
weird thing.
Yeah. It
Okay.
rules though. And I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to harass everyone present to play Double Dragon Neon, one of the best games of all time,
Yeah.
available on Switch right now.
Yes, that's very true. It is.
Like,
Yep.
play Double Dragon Neon and it will give you very high expectations for this game, I think.
Oh.
Double Dragon Neon is such a hard game to top. It's so fucking good.
Hmm, hmm.
And you can have it right now on Switch for like $10 or whatever it is. Yes.
Okay.
So this game isn't as silly. It seems to be a very serious game. And Double Dragon Neon has a very jokey tone. Like imagine a Double Dragon game that was like written as a Venture Brothers episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so good. All right, so I would like to move on to the next game, unless you have any prying questions about Double Dragon.
I think I'm good. I'm
Good.
kind of curious about the next one because I really don't know too much about it. So,
Oh yes.
well, I mean, I maybe, but yeah, go ahead.
Garou, City of the Wolves, aka Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I don't know. This game had kind of a huge presence there. Like, did you not see the huge fucking booth?
Is this the SNK one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw the big sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was giant.
Yeah, I think I posted a picture on Twitter. Yeah, and also the big bags.
Oh yeah, with Terry, right? I was on the sign or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a new Garou game. Garou, the first one, Mark of the Wolves, is kind of like a cult hit with like an active fan base to this day, and also a good ass fighting game. So yeah, this is the Terry game. Yes, they gave the Smash Brothers character his own game.
Terry from Smash Bros. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Terry from Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Legend lives on.
Okay, so yeah, there he is in his Mark Levels outfit. That's Rock Howard, his kind of adopted son. He's also a major character in Mark of the Wolves. Oh, they have Beach in it. Okay, I didn't know they announced all these characters yet.
I might have the wrong trailer too, Ty.
This is the game. This is the game.
Okay.
I didn't know they announced all these characters yet, but they announced some guest characters during the show. Oh boy, here we go. So it's also gonna get Ken and Chun-Li and not Ryu for some reason.
That's stupid.
Yes. I don't know.
He kind of looks like Ken, so it might be confusing.
They're the same person.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, it's like Ken is like always like the more popular one in terms of like polls and play statistics and stuff, and like
really?
You play Street Fighter Online, like every fucking laggy Brazilian is playing Ken.
There's lots of Kens.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Ken.
Oh, is this the game where they were like teasing Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes,
well?
yes, I was just getting to that. Yeah, like last week they said Ronaldo is gonna fucking be in this game.
Yeah, that is insane. Because like when I first saw that, I thought it was just a joke, and then I saw like a trailer, and I was like, "Wait, this is a joke, right?" And I didn't know. I think until TGS when I met up with Ty, and I think I asked him, I was like, "That's just a joke, right?" He's like, "Nah, dude, that's legit real." It's like, oh,
all right.
Okay.
Let me tell you about SNK's Latin America fan base. It's huge. It's part of their cultural heritage to play fucking SNK games.
Wow.
From Mexico all the way down to Chile, they play SNK.
Yeah.
So in terms of gameplay, this game has it's like showing all the systems in place here. I got the feeling it's going to be kind of a high execution game, and they have just defense is kind of like a parry system almost, where you block on like within like a couple frames of an attack, and you can recover really quick. And they also have a new thing. If you played Street Fighter 3 and you're a fighting game brain lord, it's like red parry. Like if you're blocking a string, you can with very precise timing, like just defend like the last one in the sequence, and then I don't know, twist their dick. So what I'm getting at is I'm getting the vibe they're trying to create a game where it's gonna have very Evo moment 37 kind of vibes. Especially since they're adding Chun-Li in the game. Somebody Chun-Li and Ken. They're doing that just so you can recreate Evo moment 37.
That's funny.
100%. It all just clicked together in my head. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
Sure.
Game is fun. Maybe it'll come out on the next Nintendo thing. We'll see.
Right. So yeah, it's just, unless something dropped while we were recording, it just seems like a matter of time before Nintendo reveals their next hardware. And I think a lot of games that we've been seeing, especially stuff like this, it looks fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I mean, if Nintendo does release, obviously more powerful hardware, which they likely will, stuff like this seems just like a shoe-in. If it's coming out on like PS4 and Xbox One and stuff like that, in some cases of some of the games that we've talked about, then yeah, I don't think there's a problem there. But cool.
Right. Would be nice to have a substantial library really fast.
Yeah.
When the average just could call it Switch 2 or what?
I hate that name.
Nintendo. No,
yeah, Nintendo will come up with something kind of dumb probably, but we'll see.
You don't even have a cool code name, right? Like what did they call it? Project Dolphin.
Yeah. How about this one's Project Porcupine?
Yeah, okay. Project Porcupine.
There we go. All right.
Mr. Toad's Wild Console.
There it is. Well, before we just completely stop talking about TGS stuff here, do you guys have any interesting anecdotes, anything kind of fun that you did or something that happened in and around TGS?
Oh, I picked up some swag.
Sure.
I mean, we all got our funny Metal Gear paper hat.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I like the hats.
Ty's picking up his swag.
All right.
Okay.
Close the door. Don't let your mom come in. I bought like the horniest Nikkei towel.
Right.
Oh, nice.
I was there.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. I saw it the first day. It's like, no way am I gonna buy that thing. And the next day, it's like, okay, here we go.
It's like, why didn't I buy this yesterday?
Yeah. I also got some keychains and stickers and stuff, like not just from there, but also from around the show.
Sure.
Do you guys pick up a good swag?
Genki, what do you got, man?
Oh yeah. I got the Sonic Shadow Generations free the Red Bulls.
Oh,
sick! I didn't see those.
Yeah. If you show them like your pre-order for the game, they'll give you this.
That's freaking wild, man.
That's awesome.
It has some cool like Shadow and Sonic Red Bull art, and then it's got 2 Red Bulls in there. So yeah, you just have to show them like your Amazon pre-order or whatever of the game, and they'll give you that.
Cancel it.
Yeah, then cancel it straight up. But I am getting the game, so it's like
yeah, exactly.
And I got like the Yokotaro and like the Nier orchestral like soundtrack, and then the Final Fantasy one as well. Like if you like rush there in the morning, you can get like the signed ones before they run out. Yeah, so that's the stuff I got.
Yeah, 2 years ago I did that for the, and maybe Genki, maybe you did too, for the Live Alive Yoko Shimomura
Oh yeah, I
signed,
remember.
CD for Live Alive. I did that in 2022. That was cool. I know for me, I don't have like too much cool merch, just like some folders and stuff like that. I got some stickers from baseball and stuff. They had, actually, it was kind of a fun one that they gave out. They're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Power Pros and 20th anniversary of Pro Yakyū Spirits. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy for me. I kind of like made it a point to not get too much crazy stuff because I'm running out of
space
places to put stuff. The closet's actually getting a little bit full too. But in terms of like just stuff, like I did meet up with some cool people. I met up again with Haitani. He's in the chat. It was good to get to see him again in person. I met Cheesemeister for the first time ever, which is great. Met DJ Mizuhara, which if you've listened to the show for a long time, if you've been on Twitter, you might know him. And yeah, there's kind of like a get together at Outback Steakhouse after the first day. So I went there and kind of hung out and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, for me, oh my God, I met freaking Kenny Omega at Tokyo Game Show. Like it was crazy. And okay, what was even crazier, because like I was recording something for the patrons. We were doing like some audio diaries. And if you guys, I hope you guys listen to that if you're a patron. Anyways, yes, I was just like recording something, and like mid recording, I was like, oh my God, it's Kenny Omega. So I stopped and kind of like just went over towards him, and then like Genki was just there. Just suddenly, he just randomly just happened to be at the
just
same
walking
spot.
by.
Yeah, just like what? It's like there's Kenny Omega, there's Genki, and then there's me, and yeah. So I did get to talk to him for a minute, and Genki mentioned something about like, hey man, I like your Square Enix or your Final Fantasy cosplay stuff you do, and he was like, oh man. Kenny said something like, hey man, just wait, because it's got something else that they're cooking up. And
yeah, he's cooking something.
Yeah, it was interesting too, because maybe Genki, maybe you pointed this out or somebody pointed out, but the badge he was wearing was a Square Enix badge. So like he was with Square Enix that day and the day before. So it's like
let the rumors begin.
Right. So if you don't know about who Kenny Omega is or anything like that, he's a professional wrestler. Right now he wrestles in AEW. He's like one of the executive vice presidents, one of the people that like created the group. And he used to wrestle in Japan for a number of years. And I think one of the things that a lot of people respect about him, and I think Japanese wrestling fans too, I remember I saw this on some variety show here, some guys that like wrestling, they were showing this clip of Kenny Omega, like he was going off to the crowd in English, because that's probably what the promoter said, like, hey, talk to these people in completely English for like 2 minutes straight. And then nobody's like responding. So eventually I think he just got tired of it, and he just started talking in Japanese. He said like, you guys don't understand a word I'm saying, do you? And then just kind of, it's like the crowd was like, yo, what? Like he's speaking Japanese to the crowd and stuff. And I think that's cool when you have people, especially like athletes, you're coming to Japan to like do whatever sport you're doing, but you still take the time to learn the language around here and be able to communicate with people. I think that's awesome. I respect the hell out of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, as far as I know, I don't think Kenny Omega's done anything too crazy or scummy or anything like that. So, but it seems like a pretty nice dude. But anyway, yeah. All right. Well, unless you guys have any other things to say about TGS or any closing thoughts on the show.
I'm glad I didn't go on a public day.
Yeah. Oh, yo, Genki. Yeah. All 4 days.
Oh yeah, the public days were crazy, like super crowded. If you wanted to go from hall to hall, it's just like sardines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the stage shows, which were cool. I got to meet Yoshi P and also the director of 16, so that was cool.
Cool. The TGS group or whatever, they did put out like how many people attended and stuff like that. And this is one of the highest attended Tokyo Game Shows ever. Not the highest. The highest one was back in 2000. Oh my God, I wrote it down. It's probably right in front of my face. But anyways, this one, 274,000 people arrived and checked out the show over the course of 4 days. On the business days, 42,000 people on the first day, 45,000 on the second day. And then the public day, 97,000 people on the Saturday, and then 89,000 people on the second day. So like, yeah, I've been on some public days. I know Ty's been on public days and stuff like that before. It's a mess. It's a madhouse. There's some fun to be had. I know that's for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like crowds, don't do it.
It's terrible. But cool. All right, well, that's going to do it for some TGS talk. But before we close out the show, let's move into a little bit of anime trash from Ty.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. All right, I got these boxes to open up. I got my handy box cutter right here.
Mhm. Yep.
I actually missed a delivery this morning.
Oh no.
So I got 4 boxes. Next week will probably be big.
Mhm.
We'll see. All right, so let's open it up. I think these are all from Molly Online and Capcom, like the 2 goated UFO catcher sites.
Hmm.
Although over the last couple days, I've had some success stories with the other guys as well.
Hmm.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh God, there's some weird shit in here. All right, so this is Molly Online, and I think this is the box I may have mentioned last week where it's like almost all it's all random.
Okay.
All right, well, let's go. Okay, there's like one thing I got on purpose here. All right, so first, let's get these little Fukubukuros.
Oh
What do
boy.
you think? Is it gonna be chattering teeth and the poop emoji figure again?
Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
yeah.
Yeah,
More
let's open
chattering
them up.
teeth.
Yes, more chattering teeth. More. All right, let's go. So these are all basically free. Oh God, yep. We got chattering teeth. We got poop emoji guy. What the hell is this? Oh, this is I got one of these before too. This is like the little sound effect thing. It looks like a car remote clicky thingy.
Okay. Little electric remote deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if it makes noise like the other one.
Or is it broken?
Oh no, it's like I have to pull out the plastic tab.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just makes this little buzz sound. I don't get it.
Okay.
All
Great.
right, that sucks. Let's go to the next one. I think poop emoji, chattering teeth. All right, we got chattering teeth. I think I'm up to 4 if you're counting.
Yeah.
Another poop emoji guy. It never ends. Okay.
Another one.
This might be new. I have a little plastic suitcase, it looks like.
Hey, well, I mean, before you had like the chairs and
Yeah.
like the other thing, did you build the red weird thing that was in the last
No,
episode?
it's still sitting over here on my
Okay.
desk.
I know
think
how
this
that
opens
goes.
up. It's got a little hinge on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it feels like it opens up. Oh yeah, it's like it's a whole little mini toolkit in here.
Whoa.
This is cool. Yeah. Well, not a real toolkit, but I don't know if you can see, but there's like it's like a little toolkit for
Okay.
like an action figure or something.
Okay, that's neat.
Okay, yeah. Wow, okay, that is random. All right, can I get this to close again? Oh God, please. Okay, cool. All right, random thing.
Now you got your new work bag.
Yeah. All right. What else is going on here? Okay. I got a big Dragon Quest slime. This one's
Nice.
orange.
Oh, cool.
Is
Yeah.
it soft or?
I think so. Yeah, it's like soft, squishy foam.
Oh, squidgy one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time you got like the blue one.
Yeah. Like yeah. I think I do have the blue mid-sized squishy one. So that's cool. Yeah. I love him.
Yeah. Cool.
Yay.
Everyone needs a good slime in their collection, that's for sure. Or
Finally,
multiple.
a good price. Well, damn. There's some more stuff. Okay. It looks like there's multiple things in here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yep. I mean, I just got like I basically figured out how to get like a bunch of the little random prizes for basically free. So I went ham and now I reap the whirlwind. Man, I could sure go for like 20 of those cheesy poof things. All right, I now have a giant poop emoji guy.
More
Oh,
poop
wow.
emojis.
He has a body now.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Fukuran style or something. Yeah, there's something going on here. All right. Let's see. What else is here? All right, I have a thing. What is this?
Oh, that's the YouTube, the Minecraft YouTubers, maybe. I think.
Does
It's a
look familiar.
pocket portable ashtray.
Is it? I don't
No,
think it is.
It's not.
Christ, how do I open this? All right, let's go. Oh, is it a coin purse or a wallet or something? Oh yeah, it's like a little plastic pouch kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can use this for holding cards or something. That's neat.
Chattering teeth. No, it's not
Yeah, I
that
can
big.
put all my chattering teeth in here. All right, what's next?
Are those
Are these
socks?
I think they're socks. Waku Waku Onigiri socks.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Finally, some good fucking prizes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ty's entire wardrobe came from
Yeah, I got
Oh.
UFO catchers.
pink onigiri socks.
Onigiri socks, pink.
Nice.
Nice. I
All
think
right.
my niece has some of those type of socks.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Just retro thing. Oh, it's a mini towel. Yeah.
Okay.
Pocket towel.
Okay. Can never have
Says
can never have
yogurt
enough
on
of,
it.
enough of those, I suppose.
Yep.
Yogurt.
Right. They're cool. Oh my god. It's like a slime, but it's cuter.
Imitation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whatever. I love it. This is like the little minifigure stuff I want to get because I can use it in my classes.
That's right, folks. There is a practical use for some of the anime trash. You can use it at your workplace.
It is really cute. I gotta
that's
say.
pretty cute. It does look. It's like if you listen to the audio version, it looks like a slime, not as detailed of eyes, but it had kind of like little rosy cheeks.
Yeah. And a big ribbon.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? This is an arm drawn by nobody. It is worth nothing.
Is that a sticker?
No, it's like an acrylic thing. Let's open it up. All right, this is definitely like the Shigoto Neko, the pointing hand.
Okay.
Right? You remember this funny cat?
Kind of, yeah.
Beloved Japanese meme. So I guess this is his arm.
Okay, so collect them all.
Yeah, and like a little chain you can put on here. So I guess it's like a giant keychain or something.
Okay.
All right, we're learning.
Right.
All right. Damn, this is all right. One more random thing.
Matsuda Jin.
Yeah.
Some kind of idol or something. Well.
Yeah. Right.
Singer, if you're not familiar with Japanese naming conventions of singers.
Wow. Yep. Pretty random. He's so dreamy. I love him.
Right. I'm pretty sure some of my students probably know who he is. I don't. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's like a little, a little strap with a picture frame. I could put something else in here.
Yeah. Chattering teeth, perhaps? No.
Yeah. No, it has to be flat. So,
I know. A picture of your chattering teeth. There you go.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Any other random trash in here? No. Okay. That's one box filled of like random little weird things. So that's awesome. That was random.
Yeah. Again, I think when you get to learn, man, those fukubukuros, they're not full of nothing but chattering teeth and the poop emoji guy and something else random.
Yep. All right, so let's go to Capcom. Let's get some regular prizes.
Right.
Right. Like, give me an anime figure with big boobs, please.
Let's get things back to normal here.
Right. Let's see. What do we? Oh yes! Finally, it's here. All right, the collaboration you've been waiting for. What is it called? Cinema Roll Hatsune Miku plush.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
So it's, again, if you're doing the audio, this is Miku, really kind of like a cute version of Hatsune Miku in like a bunny outfit. Not like it's totally safe for work.
Right.
Totally.
It's Cinema Roll. It's like a Sanrio character that's just this cute little white blobbish rabbit. Popular with small children. So yeah, they have collaborated, and now I have this weird plush to show for it. Right. I gotta get me some Junji Ito Sanrio collab stickers.
Mhm.
Those are real, by the way. Oh wait, I didn't finish going through that box. All right, here we go. Normal anime figure.
Ah,
At last, it's a noodle stopper. We things have returned to normal.
right,
Returned to abnormal.
right. Oh God.
All right. Yes, it's a kind of a goth vibe flower fairy Hatsune Miku noodle stopper. Totally
Okay,
normal.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Any Hatsune Miku fans out there?
Well, there might have been a few out there.
Yeah.
I think Balls was probably #1 Hatsune Miku fan. I don't know if he's out there in the chat still. I might be confusing him with somebody else. I don't know.
All right. So we're returning to Molly Online Hell.
Okay. Oh God. Nothing but
What do we
chattering
got?
teeth.
Hell yeah.
What a fucking weird thing to put in a. My God, that's so weird.
Right. Oh no! Here we go. Bunny girl figure.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's also a quintuplet.
Oh wow, it's like if you have your Famicast bingo card for anime trash, it's like yeah, there you go. That's two
Here
right
you go.
there.
Here's 3 marks right off it. It's a recolor version of who is this? Yotsuba? Is that her name? I think it is.
She's got a
The
new
bunny girl
hat.
outfit. Yeah, she has a new hat. So I have the whole set of the original run, so I have to get all the recolors too, right?
Sure, of course, I get it.
Yep. Oh yeah. So this is like 2 out of 5. I got this one like a week or 2 ago. All right, we're getting there. Got to get the whole set
Right.
again. All right. Oh, while I'm leaning over here, here's a figure I got offline. Something very strange. Any Frieren fans here? You may have seen this funny scene where she just sticks her head in the chest, and then it's a mimic.
Yeah, treasure chest eating the night or whatever. Like actually on the news, like in the summertime, like in the morning news that I watched, they had this like a full life-size one or something like that on the news. I was like, that's kind of funny.
It's a funny scene. It's like a reoccurring joke in the show or something. I think I haven't actually watched it, but
yeah, me too.
You can open this up and take the figure out, and I don't know, play around with it.
Okay.
All right, so one more box. Let's go.
Lemonade. Here we go. He said, "I want a bunny girl quintuplet." Yeah,
Nice.
Well, one day, who knows?
One day. I want them to send me just like a big stack of cash. Yes, it's here.
The big stack of cash.
Yes.
Almost.
No,
What
I got
is-
a funny plush.
Mhm.
Which side is that? All right, here we go. You know this character?
What? I know I've seen that before. What is this robot?
What is he?
This is Pascal from Nier Automata.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, this character is also in Nikkei as kind of a joke, I guess.
Okay.
When they did their Nier Automata collab, like you could get this character for free.
Okay. It's like a plush version, obviously. Does he have legs?
She.
Excuse me.
Enter
Sorry.
the weird robot. No, I don't know. It's just it's just this rounded base.
Okay.
Or it's cute. It's funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's soft.
Mm.
Yes, my favorite robot waifu at last.
Right.
All right. And one more thing. Last item. I have one more severed Toho head. Yeah.
Anime head in plastic. Yes.
So I got the other one. Was it last episode? The Marissa, the one with the witch hat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, now I have the set.
Okay. There you go.
All right, so that's UFO catcher trash. That was weird.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely been weirder ones, that's for sure. But
Yep.
Cool. Well, I hope the chattering teeth and poop emoji guys keep coming your way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
Cool.
No
All
body
right.
pillows this week.
Nope. No, those are a rare
Oh,
treat.
the Nikkei body pillows. Yeah.
Fucking chattering teeth.
Yeah. Well, look at them go. Yep.
All right. All right. Well, that is going to do it for the anime trash. And that is going to do it for Famicast 278. Before we go ahead and take off, we're going to go ahead and give you guys our social media handles so that you can follow us all over the place. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV, Ty, and it's on Twitter and also on Blue Sky. Ty, where can people find you?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Visit the Discord.
Yep. Ty's Super Cat Drugs, just in case you didn't know. Genki, feel free to plug yourself, anything else that you do, man.
Oh yeah, you can find me on mainly on Twitter at Genki_JPN, and also on Threads Genki Gamer, Genki Gamer JP, and YouTube Genki Gamer. So yeah, you can check me out there.
I'll have this linked up too on the site article. If you're listening to the audio version, you can probably see it too. Genki's holding the Astrobot hand fan from the show floor. I got one of those too, actually.
Hell yeah.
And but yeah, that's going to do it. Genki, of course, thanks for coming on, man. Always fun having you on, dude. Hope you had a great time at TGS.
Yeah, it was really fun. Went to a few shows, and it was quite tiring because so many people and lots of standing and waiting in line. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, I'm just glad that you can join us, man. Ty, as always, man. Hope you had a good time at the show. Hope you had a good time today, sharing your trash.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to do it for the show. Again, we're going to be taking a little bit of a longer break. The next episode isn't going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be in 3 weeks. The next episode of the show is going to be on Wednesday, October 23rd. For the audio listeners, that's going to be Friday, October 25th. Again, October 23rd for video, October 25th for audio. So look forward to that. But, yep, for real now, that's going to do it. We will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Late.
See ya.